Hey, what's up, guys? It's Apollo Uchiha here, back with a new movie. The name of this movie is What If Naruto Was a Legendary Dragon? And yeah, guys, it's kind of my own What If movie. So yeah, if you like it, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And thank you for the kind comments that you did. I'm quite feeling well now. So yeah, I'll try to make it up to you for the lost days in the future. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, guys, without further ado, let's begin our story. In our world, there is always light and darkness, good and evil, yin and yang. They coexist together, but they are there. Similar to that, before the Shinobi era, even before Kaguya arrived, there were two dragons, legendary beings, White Dragon Emperor and the Dark Dragon. Both clashed together after century and century, which only resulted in one thing: the Dark Emperor's defeat, and him being sealed away. The White One was worshipped because the Dark One almost eradicated the human race. The White One showed compassion to them, protected them, and was kind of blessing to them. They worshipped him, thought of him as a god, but he wasn't. He told them that he wasn't. So they considered him as a lord, their king, their savior. And that is why they consider him their leader, and the one who saved them from the wrath of the Dark Dragon Emperor. But he knew that the seal would break after a few centuries, but he would be there that day. But he didn't knew it will break so soon, because the Dark Dragon Emperor was plotting something behind the seal. I will destroy him once and for all, and once I do, the world shall be mine. See you soon, White. On the other side of the seal, back into the human world, a meteor crashed one night into the earth. As people went there to inspect it, they saw a pale white woman with white hair and white eyes there, standing in the center of it. Hey, are you alright, lady? She didn't talk. What should we do? The leader of the tribe said something. We should contact White Sama. He might be able to deal with this. We don't know what to do here. Hi, let's go. As the leader of the tribe and his son went towards the cave where the White Dragon Emperor resided. White Sama, what is it, Kato? Why are you here so early in the morning? The sun hasn't risen yet. My lord, sorry to disturb your slumber, but as you know, there was a crash, but I don't suspect anything evil. I see. What is it? Why are you here? Once we reached there to inspect something, we saw a woman standing there. Interesting. Can you brought this individual here? Hi, as you wish, my lord. And so the woman was brought in front of the white dragon. Once she saw the dragon, she was terrified because it was a legendary sentient being in front of her, and she could sense a strong power, stronger than her chakra, residing in him. As the dragon then said, sorry to be intimidating. Then he glowed, and once the light died down, the dragon transformed into a man with tan skin and blue eyes. And just like his golden scales, he has golden hair. He was wearing white robes. He still had his dragon wings on the back, which were white. I guess this is much better, isn't it? The woman now was blushing. Her eyes were wide. The dragon that was terrifying moments ago has transformed into a beautiful, sentient, and kind of good-looking man. My name is Kaguya Otsutsuki. I come from outer space and from Otsutsuki clan. Welcome to Earth, Kaguya Otsutsuki. I don't sense anything evil coming off of you, so I don't think that you are a threat to this world. And what if I am? The air started to turn colder around them. Then you would have been eliminated once you entered the sphere of this planet. Now the woman was sweating because she knew this being was stronger than her, stronger than any of the Otsutsukis out there, stronger than them combined. Well, you don't have to worry about that, because you are free to stay here as long as you don't hurt anyone. I will keep that in mind. Thank you for letting me stay here, Dragon-sama. You don't have to be so formal. I do have a name, though. I call these people and tell them that I have a name and they can call me that, but they still refer to me as White-sama. So, can I know your name? May I have this honor? You don't have to be so, formal. My name is Naruto. You can call me that. Naruto. Maelstrom. Yes. Maelstrom. My mother, Dragon Empress, gave this to me. I see. It is a beautiful name indeed. And so, that began the relationship between humans, Kaguya, and Naruto, the Dragon Emperor. As their relationship progressed, they began to have feelings for each other, both Kaguya and Naruto, as they talked and spent time more together, more often. And Naruto wouldn't stay cooped up in his cave anymore. He would move outside and travel with Kaguya. And so came the day when they tied the knot and married in one of the altars. And after being married, Kaguya became pregnant. After you know what they did, and he was going to have twins because of her ability through her eyes. She could tell. And Naruto was beyond livid. He was going to have sons. And not only one, but two of them at once. On the other side, the seal was almost close to being broken at the time. Just a few more years and the seal will be broken completely, and the dragon of the Dark Emperor will be freed once again. As Naruto was thinking about the same thing, sitting in his new-made house by the people near their village, Kaguya came in. What are you thinking about? Naruto-koi. Nothing, Kaguya-hime. Just that the seal that I made on the Dark Dragon Emperor will be broken in a few years. Then her eyes went. But what do we do? You don't have to worry about anything, Hime. I will take care of this. But you are ill now. Yes, I know. I can't hide anything from you nor these people through your eyes. Yes, my eyes can see your chakra system. And you're getting weaker by the day. I guess that will be my last battle then. No, please don't say such things. We will find a way. Hime, when my time comes, it will come, but I will not be going down without fighting and protecting you. And even if I have to kill him or seal him again, even if it's the last thing I do to protect you all, I will do it 100 times. As Kaguya hugged her husband and cried, because the two truly loved each other, and the Otsuzukis who were watching from above also knew this and stayed the hell away from the planet Earth because they didn't want to enrage a being that was so stronger than them, even if in its weaker form. And they too still didn't want to enrage the Dark Dragon Emperor because they knew he too was stronger than them. Anyway, back to our story. And so came the time of the birth of Hagoromo and Hamura. Both were named by Naruto and Kaguya together, and they were praised by the villagers as well. And Hagoromo was wise and genius and calm and collective, just like his father. He has his wisdom. And Hamura was also loyalist like his mother, which was loyal to his father, and both brothers stayed together, tied, and were trained under the guidance of Kaguya and Naruto as the new successors and leaders of the world. And they too possessed the chakra that their mother possessed, and they wanted this chakra to be spread throughout the world, and hence their life was going easy. And then that fateful day came when the seal broke 10 years later, when Hagoromo and Hamura were 10 years old only. When the seal broke, in came the Dark Dragon Emperor. Everyone could feel its massive power and surge. As Hamura asked his father, "Father, what is that terrifying power? It's stronger than you." "I know, son. You don't have to worry about it. Your father will take care of it. Koi, please be careful. We don't want to lose you." "Hime, Naruto said with a foxy grin. You don't have to worry about anything. You better believe it, I will protect you, you know. I know, Koi, I know. But I'm just worried. I'm worried about all of you, Hime. That is why I'm doing this. Please, have faith in me. As Naruto transformed into his dragon form and arrived in front of the Dark Dragon Emperor in a plane. So you're finally here, Naruto. I am here, Chi. What do you want? You do know what I want. Our battle. You have lost so many times, Chi. Why do you still consist that we battle after centuries and centuries? Please, let's just put aside our differences and live together peacefully. You know that I cannot do that. Those pesky humans, they cannot be trusted. They will turn their back on you. One day, you better believe it. And they are nothing but insects to us. We are the sentient beings, and so should be considered as that, and rule this world as we shall soon. You may be my brother, but if you ever stand in my way, I will have to beat some sense into you. I know for a fact that you didn't kill me, even if you know you could have. And now you are weakened. Brother, please stop this. I cannot. You know that, Naruto. Please forgive me, because this is going to be our final battle. What? No, I will not let you destroy them. As both brothers clash, bit each other through their dragon teeth and clawed each other. As their clash took place, one could sense the pressure, the shock waves after each time they clashed together, or headbutted each other, or threw flames at each other. The battle could be seen from miles away. Everyone was in deep thought and holding their breath and praying to God or Kami himself that please let their Lord be the winner this time as well, because they too knew that their Lord was weakening and he was feeling sick and succumbing to his doom slowly but surely. As the battle continued on the other side, you are getting weaker, brother, by the passing minute, and yet you still have to disobey me and battle me. Clearly, I am the one who is getting advantage here. Even if you are, I will still defeat you like all the times I did. Getting cocky, aren't we? I never been too cocky, you know that. I trust my abilities fully, and Mother will have too. Yes, I know Mother will have too, but would have Father agreed to you? Probably not, but well, he's not here, and so is Mother. As they clashed again, and this time the Dark Dragon Emperor bit him just below his nape as he screamed and fell down. Naruto was cursing and was bleeding out as he was losing his eye focus. Kaguya detected that and rushed towards her husband. As she arrived, he said, Koi, as she hugged the giant dragon head. Hime. On the other side, the Dark Dragon Emperor was raging. You married a human girl? How could you? I will not let your spawns be born. You will not touch my sons, Kaguya said, as she was enraged. You have the gall to do this to my husband. I will not let you roam free anymore. He then made hand seals and slapped her hand to the ground. Summoning jutsu. 10 tails. And suddenly, out of space, a meteor arrived and crashed near them. And out of that meteor came a one-eyed beast with 10 tails. As the beast roared and attacked the Dark Dragon Emperor. The Dragon Emperor was still a little powerful than the tail beast, but it was a close battle. The beast still managed to give a lot of deep bruises and damage to the Dark Dragon Emperor, long enough for him to be sealed away for millions of centuries to come ahead. Damn you, cursed beast. Do you know who I am? I am the sentient dragon, dragon of darkness, ruler of this world. As the beast roared again and tried to attack it with a Bijudama. On the other side, Naruto regained his conscience. I have to stop this. Kaguya, summon back the beast. No. He tried to take you away from me. He will have to pay. Hime, please. As then both of his sons arrived. Father, mother, sons, please knock out your mother and take her with you. But what about that thing? Amira asked. Hagoromo, I know it is time for you to awaken your powers. Come forward, my son. As Hagoromo came forward, Naruto tapped Hagoromo's forehead as two horns grew from his head. He didn't have horns at first, but now he had, as his Rinnegan activated. He had 10 truth-seeking orbs behind him. Amira, you two step forward, son. And then Naruto tapped his other son's head, and his eyes transformed into another. They were now bluish and had lightning in them. They were now Tensegan. You have Tensegan now, evolved version of your mother's dojutsu, the Byakugan. And you have the evolved version of the Rinnegan, known as the Rinnegan. That is the name I gave it to the Sharingan. Now go forward, my son, and subdue that beast. As for the Dark Dragon Emperor, I will bring it down with me. And it might be my last battle, sons. But believe me when I say this, I am proud of you, and forever will be. May we meet on the other side, but not so soon. Live your life freely, and protect other peoples as I have and your mother have. And always trust humans, but not too much. I know for sure if you put too much trust into them, they will surely betray your morals and follow their own path, which I believe is the path of destruction. I have to do this, son. But then, once they were finished talking, they heard another scream. The Dark Dragon Emperor had stabbed Kaguya straight through her as she was bleeding out, dying. Kaguya, no! Mother! Both of them screamed with Naruto. As Naruto became enraged and charged at the Dark Dragon Emperor, still beaten and bruised, he managed to put him in a comatose state. Now that you're down, it is time I do this. Your mother taught me this and told me to never use it, but I modified it. Hakai Fuyin! That summoning seal, as the Shinigami arrived. Lord Dragon, why have you summoned me? I want you to seal Dark Dragon Emperor over there. That is quite a heavy duty, you know. Because you are asking me to seal a sentient being. It will take a huge payment for that. I will give you my own soul, Shinigami. Are you sure, my lord? I am sure. As you wish, my lord. It will be done. As Shinigami did its work, it has been done, my lord. Now it's time for the payment. You know you can stay here as long as you know. I will not let the system that the Kami put here be destroyed just because of my own selfishness. Now, my sons, please, you have to be strong and follow your own path and become the leaders that the world needs and protect them in the time of need and guide them to become stronger and unify them together under your rule as I have. Goodbye, my sons, and I am proud of you, Hagoromo, Amira. And you may carry the name of your mother as Otsutsuki's in her honor as well. And with that said, Naruto's soul was extracted from his body, and his dragon form was buried there as well. People cried that day, almost the whole world as well. And the story of the legendary dragons and their battle was passed down to the newer generation. And then came the shinobi world, and with shinobi world came battles, hatred, war. After the passing of Hagoromo, his sons or tail beasts that he extracted from the 10 tails and sealed the Gato statue away were also enslaved once they were free to roam around the world and given to the other villages as a treasury. And as the time passed, they too became enraged with humans. But suddenly, when Kushina became pregnant after the third shinobi war with Minato's son or child, Kurama, who was still inside Kushina sealed, felt something. This child is special. I have to protect him at all cost. He has far stronger chakra, stronger than father. Maybe he is grandfather. Hagoromo always told his sons, or you can say the tail beast, alongside his two children that he had with a woman, Indra and Dasra, about their grandfather, that how he was a dragon. He regretted that he didn't gain any abilities from his father, but he told them that the Sharingan and the Byakugan were gifts from their parents, and Byakugan was held by his mother and his brother Hamura, and he held the Sharingan, which was a combination of Byakugan and his father's powers, and the Rinnegan was his final form. And his father made the two of the brothers the head of his plans and wanted this world to unite with the help of chakra. And so did his mother, but unfortunately they died in the battle against the Dark Dragon Emperor. Everyone resented, mainly Indra resented the Dark Dragon Emperor because he loved to hear the stories about his grandfather and grandmother, and he could tell just from their stories, because he was a genius and prodigy at the time, that they were nice and humble beings and loved them pretty much. If they still existed, they would have loved him and gave him the time that his father put so much in Ashura. He was jealous of Ashura. That is why the Uchihas hated Senjus, and that is why their hatred began. And now we came down to the present day, where Naruto was being born. As Kushina was screaming, but come on Kushina, just a little more. I'm going to kill you, Minato Namikaze, if you tell me that one more time. But Kushina, shut up. Come on Kushina, just one more push, said Byakugo. I'm trying. And after that they heard a baby's crying, as Minato was the first one to rush towards the baby, as Byakugo slapped her hand away. No, the mother is the first one to see the child's face because she worked hard for this. As Minato's face became depressed as he cried enemy tears. Come on, Sensei, you don't have to cry like that, said Obito. Ah, Obito, you're here. Yes, I'm here, Sensei. So, is Rin and Kakashi arrived yet? Nah, Rin-chan is home. She said she was tired from the mission. And as for Kakashi, he's still the Bakashi we all knew, and it's still out there. Dope, I'm still here and hear you. Ah, I see the Bakashi has arrived then. I was here, loser, from the very beginning. Come on, you two, you have grown up. Kakashi, you're Nanbu now. Please, try to be more respectful towards your comrades and teammates. Yeah, Sensei, I will be, once you stop being so foolish and dumb. Oh yeah, Bakashi, you wanna go? Huh? You wanna go? Bring it on, loser. Ah, Matakon, stop it, you two, please. Aye, Sensei. And so Naruto was born, and after Minato saw him and the village was announced that this was Naruto, the son of the fourth Hokage and the Red Death, everyone cheered for him. Naruto was the only child here, and everyone loved him and respected him. And on the other side, on Yuga Mansion, another child was born from Hiyashi Yuga and Hitomi Yuga. Her name was Hinata Yuga, and she also was a special child. Her eyes were blue, and they had lightning in them once they were opened and born. Hitomi said, Honey, her eyes. What is it, Hitomi? Hiyashi, look at her. Once Hiyashi saw it, he ran towards the library, and once he opened the scroll, he dropped it. It cannot be. It has never awoken since our ancestor. He was the only one that awoken it. But how? It was the Tensegon. Everyone must live it in Yuga clan must have found this out. And yeah, Kaguya was also reincarnated as Hinata. And Naruto, well, he was Naruto. Again. And now we're going to have a time skip. Time skip of 5 years. Naruto and Hinata were 5 years of age and were playing in the garden. Two of them were quiet childs and always kept themselves. They felt attracted to each other and were only there to play with each other. They didn't ever consider playing with other children. And for some reason, this Uchiha younger child that was similar to their age, Sasuke, always came near them and played with them. But both of them didn't mind and let him do his thing. Both of them had a certain attraction to him as well, as a father and child born, parent-child born bond with Sasuke, and both of them, even at the same age as Sasuke, took care of him and tried to play with him. Much to Sasuke's dismay, he also felt the same way and considered him as his parent figure in his own way, but he won't ever say it out loud though. It was kind of a gutty feeling, you can say that. And they also had other friends like Kiba Inuzuka and Shikamaru Nara and Choji Akamichi, Inu Yamanaka, Sakura Haruno, a civilian girl as well, who was fawning over Sasuke for some reason, much to his dismay. And yeah, these were all of the Rookie Nines, and if I ever missed someone, so yeah, sorry about that. And they always spawn around Hinata and Naruto because they were always the center of attention of the group, and yeah, Hinata is a lot more confident in this one as well, just to say it out there. Time went by, they went to the academy, and once they did, Naruto was the top student there. On the other side, during these years when Naruto unlocked his chakra, well, it wasn't chakra, it was a much powerful force, and everyone felt it. And never gave it a thought. They thought that Naruto had just more potent chakra, that's all, because that power was never given a name that the dragon had, and only the dragon knew what power they used. Just to say out there, it was mana, okay? Anyways, on with our stories. Once the 5-year-old Naruto released his mana into the outer world in a shockwave, it was felt within the seal. As the Dark Dragon Emperor's eyes opened, "I see you have reborn, my brother, after so many years. Last time, you put me to that almost, but you were still too kind and wouldn't hurt me. I know for a sure fact you still love me as your brother, but I will rule this world. And I have seen these humans turn against your own morals, as I have thought. They have spat on your legacy, but now you are here and you are one of them, as reborn. And for that I shall leave this human race alone for a little bit and see through my eyes how they treat you. If any one of them ever messed with you, I will be the one to deal with them this time, and you cannot stop me, brother. That is a promise of a lifetime. Only time will tell," said the Dark Dragon Emperor as he went back to sleep. On the other side, Naruto was training hard within his father's jutsus as well as his mother's jutsus and his own taijutsus that he had. On Naruto's 11th birthday, once he woke up, he screamed when he saw himself in the mirror, "Mother! Father!" as both of them rushed towards the upstairs room of their son. "What is it, Naruto? Is someone here?" "No! What is these things on my back?" Naruto said. As both of their parents were flabbergasted, they were white wings on his back, as within Kushina on Krama's seal, on silver Krama was sealed. His eyes shot open at this. Because he was too intrigued and fascinated with this child, he always observed him whenever Naruto was around. His eyes were widened, just like they were about to pop out of their sockets. "It seems it is true. Grandfather is reborn indeed. I have to contact Kushina and tell her about this. What being is she living with? It seems that grandfather hasn't regained his memories yet. He's still a child. That is good. Father told me that dragons had a very horrible and terrifying childhood, and so did grandfather. But it seems he had a second chance at that. And I will be damned if I'll let him know so soon. But I have to talk to Kushina and Minato." Naruto, calm down." On the outside world, Minato said. "Huh? But how can I do that? I mean, what are these?" Naruto said. "I don't know. Have you tried to touch them?" Kushina asked. "No, Mom, I haven't." Interesting," Minato said as he went into a fanboy who was very interested in science and physics stuff. What are these? As he touched it, Naruto's wings flapped and shot him away. Whoa, 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 calm down. It seems they are a part of you, Naruto. But how? I don't know. Maybe it's some kind of a new Kagegenkai, Minato. Maybe it is, Kushina. They are similar to wings, but they're in a new shape. Hi, Naruto, can you, flap them? What, do you think I'm a bird now? Oh, come on, honey. Your father is joking, aren't you, Minato? We'll talk about this later. You just, get ready and come down. Yeah, I guess I'll take a bath and come down. Don't take too long. You have academy, remember? Hi. Just go now, please. As both of the parents went down, as they were in deep thought, as QB then contacted Kushina. Kushina, come to the mindscape, and if possible, bring Minato along with you. I have something to tell you. I might know what is happening to young Naruto. Young Naruto? Well, that's a new. You always refer to us as disgusting flashbacks and pests. I guess something must be up with you as well. You might be up to something though. We have to be careful. Yeah, you can be careful as you wish, but come to the mindscape. It is an emergency, and you need to know about this. Okay, I'll talk to Minato and see what he says. Fine, hurry up. Minato, what is it, Kushina? You were silent for about 10 minutes. Well, I was talking to QB. QB? What did he say? Well, it contacted me. You? Why? What does it want? Well, it's about Naruto. What is it that is wrong with Naruto? He might know. We cannot trust him, Kushina. You know that. Well, do we have a choice here? Plus, the seal is strong, so yeah. We don't have to worry about him breaking out soon. Well, you were right, honey dear, but still, trusting a Bidyu? Do we have a choice? He might know what is wrong with Naruto. Fine, let's go. As Kushina and Minato fist bumped each other and closed their eyes, as both of them were yanked into the Kushina's mindscape where they met Kurama. Still tired though, but not badly as in canon. What is it, QB? What do you want? Well, I think Naruto is a special boy. The wings that he have is not normal. You see, my father, the sage of the six paths, Hagoromo Otsutsuki, told me about his father, our grandfather. He was the White Dragon Emperor. As you all know, he was the father of the sage of the six paths. Yeah, we all know that from the story passed on from generation, but isn't he just a myth? No, they existed. There is a place where the Dark Dragon Emperor is sealed, and believe me when I say this, the seal is weakening by the passing day. But how? The seal that the White Dragon Emperor used was Hakai Fuyin, if I remember correctly. Yes, but they are sentient beings, and even the Shinigami cannot hold them for so long. Just like how he cannot hold the soul of the White Dragon Emperor that is reborn. You mean to say that the White Dragon Emperor is reborn? Where? In Konoha. Honey, do you know what this is? Kushina said excitedly because she was so fascinated by the White Dragon Emperor and the stories regarding them and their battles. But Minato was silent. Honey? He's Naruto, isn't he? As Kushina's eyes widened at this. Yes, you figured it out, Minato. He is Naruto indeed. That is why you didn't make a fuss and didn't try to break free at the... But yes, that is why. I was at calm, at peace, when you contained Naruto for 9 months. And I always was very fascinated by this, but then I felt a certain chakra that shouldn't exist. Then I knew he was reborn. And you should be lucky one, because he is, again, here to save this world, as he promised my father years ago that even in his death, he will come back to this world if he has to protect all of them. I see. Thank you, QB, said Kurama. We'll be taking our leave then. Fine. You may leave. But before you go, heed my words. You don't have to tell him right now that he is who he is, because he still hasn't regained his memory. Let him go on a slow pace. Let me tell you this, they didn't have a good childhood as dragons. So let him have one. And he still considers you his parents, so yeah, that's a plus. So let him have normal parents for one change as well. Hi, we'll be honored to have him as a child as well. He will be our child either way, honey, because he was born from me and you, so yeah, he's our kid, even if he's the also might white dragon lord. You're right, Kushina, he is. Yep, I'm not going to let him boss around me, even if he is the leader of the whole world. Yep. As both were laughing at this to themselves, Yubi then began. There is another chakra that is born in this world. Once again, what is it? It's Kaguya Otsutsuki, the wife of the White Dragon Emperor and mother of the Seed of the Six Spots. I see. Is she evil? Yeah, she kind of went nuts when he was about to die, so yeah. We don't know about her mentality. So in which clan she is born? I don't know, but I think that he's the Yuga girl that Naruto stays quite close with. I see. That is why Naruto never wants to leave Naruto then. And her eyes are quite weird regarding to the other Yugas. Those are the Tensegon. Heed my word, human. Do not ever disrespect that dojutsu because it is stronger than is stronger than the Sharingan and is equal to that of the Rinnegan in power. I see. We never knew that. All of us knew about the Rinnegan, but yes, there is another dojutsu and that belongs to the Hyuga's clan only. That is stronger than that, and that is the Tensegon. I see. We will keep that in mind. Thank you, QB. And so, after learning about this, they still kept them to themselves and went on with their lives. Naruto, along his 8th birthday, met with the Sandam, who was outside the village on his retirement trip for years with his grandchild and family in the fire capital country, where his son Asuma was in the 12 guardians for the daimyo. After his duty was done, they returned back to Konoha and restated there. And then they met with Naruto, who has grown up a lot, and Naruto met with Konohamaru, and both hit it off as well. And Konohamaru called Naruto his big brother. Naruto considered him his little brother. On the other side of the seal, that someone was pissed and beyond pissed. That was the Dark Dragon Emperor. How could you consider him a brother, a weak pest like him, when you have an awesome and powerful brother like me? No, I've never considered this. Achoo! Naruto sneezed. Someone must be talking about me. Oh well. Hey, Hinata-chan. Let's play. Sure thing, Naruto-kun. Just wait, I'll be done here soon. Hey, what are you making? Well, I was making cinnamon rolls. Want to have some? Yeah, I just ate ramen, so I don't think... Will you have some? Hinata said again. Eh? I just told you. No. I insist. Please eat one. Hinata said. Now this time she had a dark aura around. Hi, please, I'll eat some. As he took one cake and ate it. Tasty. Nice one. Well, thank you, Naruto-kun, Hinata said with a blushing. As the parents who were watching this from afar, they were terrified. A yandere. He's a yandere, said none other than Jiraiya, who was a novelist. And these two began to write down some pornography as well, as Kushina slapped him on the head. Oi, you're not going to write porn of my own son, who is 8 years old now. But Kushina, come on. No. Fine. And so the time went by, and so Naruto and his group graduated from the academy at good scores. And there was no coup d'etat because Minato was alive, and Uchihas never betrayed because there was no Kyuubi attack. And Uchihas, instead of being distant, was brought near the village again, and they were very well mingled with people and considered with respect. And so the tension easily eased with Uchihas as well. And Minato even named Itachi his successor after, as the Gotham Hokage, which was another good key point in making Uchiha's relationship even more better than the previous Hokages to the village. Because for the first time since the village was made, an Uchiha will be made Hokage, and this was Itachi nonetheless, the next clan heir to the Uchiha clan, which was quite prideful for Fugaku and for the Uchiha clan as well, which keep them more loyal to the village. And so the time went by, and in came the Chunin exams. Naruto, well, did the D rank missions quite swiftly, and Hinata forcefully became the Konoichi in his Genin squad alongside Sasuke Uchiha as well. The three of them went along with whatever Naruto said, and they were guided by Kakashi Hatake and Obito as well sometimes. Well, Obito and Rin got married and had a child named Yumi. She was a girl, and she had been terminally ill since she was born because she had chakra cancer. But she needed transplant every 2 months to be alive, and that is why Rin and Obito were too busy. They're treating their child just to keep her alive. And to be honest, it was getting worse by the passing minute, and Naruto was sensing this depression and couldn't take it anymore because he knew that Obito was a bright kid and a person, and so was Rin, but they were too depressed, and their depression was affecting Kakashi even more because he too was getting distant and getting cold and depressed as well due to this state, because he became an uncle again, and he was happy for Rin and Obito. He wouldn't consider it because due to his pride as the prodigy, but he was still affected by this very badly. And then Naruto decided to do something about it. I cannot take this anymore. I'll have to do something about it. I cannot watch that child die with such pain and bring pain to the others that I love and cherish. And Naruto went near the kid at the night. And suddenly, on one of his hand appeared a moon seal, and on the other hand appeared the sun seal. Huh? What are these? Just put the sun seal on her heart, a whisper said in Naruto's ear. Huh? Just put the sun seal on her heart. Do so, and she will be saved. Thank you, weird voice in the air. Yeah, no problem. And once that said, Naruto did as he was told, and suddenly released his chakra. After the chakra was released, in came Obito, Rin, and Kakashi alongside Minato. What is going on? Naruto, what are you doing here? Oh, nothing, Obito-ni-san. Rin-ne-chan, can you check, Yumi here again? Huh? She is the same, Naruto. She's not going to recover anytime soon, I believe. Oh, come on, just check it. Naruto, you know it's late. You have to go home, said Kakashi. But Kakashi-ne-chan. Naruto, please, said Obito, getting a little mad at Naruto because once he was here in the night unknown to any of them, and now he was being rather stubborn. Oh, come on, just check it for God's sake, Naruto said, getting mad. Fine, just to make you happy. As Rin did her medical jutsu and checked all over her daughter's body as her eyes widened. She did it again, and then again. What is it, Rin-chan? She's cured, Rin said as she cried tears of happiness. What? Obito said, alongside with Kakashi, as both of their eyes were widened. She's cured. She doesn't have chakra cancer anymore. She's cured completely, Obito. Our daughter can be healthy again. She can go out and play. She can become a ninja if she wants to. She's healthy as ever. As Obito cheered and hugged Naruto and lifted him up in the air as he laughed. Thank you, Naruto, for whatever you did. Huh? I did nothing. I just put my moon's side of the hand over her and prayed that she became healthy, and she did. As Kakashi was thinking, what moon side? Naruto, can you show me your hands? As Naruto moved his hands in front of Kakashi. The other sides, Naruto. As Naruto flipped his hands to the other sides. On one side, there was a moon on his palm, and on the other, there was sun. I see. Naruto, when did you get these marks? I don't know. I didn't have them this morning. I got them just like about now. I'll have to tell this to your parents, you know that? Yeah. Thank you, Naruto, said Rin as she hugged Naruto as well. Thank you for whatever you did. You saved our daughter's life, and we will forever be grateful for that. Aw, come on, Rin-chan, you don't have to be so mushy about that. Besides, I want Yumi-chan to be healthy again, and for you to be happy as well. I could see that you were getting quite sad, and you couldn't sleep well, and you weren't eating healthy as well because of her. So I thought that you could be happy if I kind of healed her on my own, and I did. And look at now, I was smart at doing this, wasn't I? Well, yes, very smart. Thank you, Naruto, said Obito again as tears started to form in his eyes. Oh, come on, Obito-chan, only weak men cry. Oi, Brad, we're having a moment here. Yeah, blah, Naruto said as he pulled out his tongue and teased Obito as he ran away. Konogaki, Obito said as he had a tick mark on his head, as his fist clenched was shaking. As the three of them laughed. Well, that kid is full of miracles, isn't he, Obito? He is, Kakashi-kun, said Rin. Sometimes the kid can be pain in the ass, but, well, I'll say that the kid is full of surprises as well. That's for sure, said Obito as well, as they watched Naruto's retreating form. Next day, Kakashi arrived and informed Kushina about these turns of event, and Kushina confirmed it, and once again she was in Mindscape talking to the QB about them. Those are the sun and the moon seals. And that even confirms my suspicions even further. Now he has to choose his path. If he chooses the sun, he will once again regain his abilities as the White Dragon Emperor. If he chooses the moon, then he will start a new life as the son you always wanted, Naruto Uzumaki. But if he chooses the both, then he will be your son, but has to find his own way to gain his powers again. I see. So we cannot force him to choose anything, right? No, that will only disturb the balance in this world if you do that. As Naruto was sleeping that night, he heard voices. Choose between one, sun or the moon. Huh? What are you talking about? You have been given a mark, said a dragon-like apparition, which was white in form, had blue scales and black eyes. Choose, my child. Which one would you prefer, moon or the sun? But I kind of like them both. I see. Is that your answer? Yeah, I kind of like them both. Very well. Crave your own path, my child, and become the light this world once knew. As its new light and sun, you shall bring this world under your peaceful ruler again, and eradicate evil once and for all from the hardness of the lost souls. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you? A dragon spirit. Wow, you really are beautiful, I must say this, but whatever you are, I will promise you this, that I will try to save and protect my precious people. And as you said, the whole world, well, I guess I'll try. You better believe it, Naruto said with a foxy grin and a thumbs up with a smile as the dragon spirit chuckled and disappeared slowly. Very well. Only time shall tell that you will succeed or fail, but I know for a fact that you will succeed, my child. Now go and crave your path. May our blessing be with you, said the spirit, and then it disappeared. Naruto woke up the next day and moved down to eat some food as he saw his parents sitting there. Kushina had last night told her husband about these turns of event, and Kushina too was anticipated, and Naruto came down His parents started to stare at him. How was your sleep, Naruto? Well, I kind of have this weird dream. Like what? Kushina asked. Well, a kind of a beautiful creature appeared in front of me. It was huge and asked me, what did I choose? Is it the moon or is it the sun? I don't know what it me to choose, but I said I'll have the both. Kind of like them both. So yeah, he gave me both as a present. Yes, I'm keeping these marks, and you can not make me hide them. I will not. Nah. On the other side, on the Yuga clan, something other happened. Hinata on her forehead opened another eye. It was red and had tomos in them, which was quite freaky for the other girls her age, but for the elders it was quite fascinating. And for the Uchihas it was kind of enraging as well, because it looked like a Sharingan but a Rinnegan at the same time. But when asked how, and they did the medical test, and they were performed by none other than Tsunade, it came fully sure that the girl didn't have any genes that could be considered as one of the Uchihas, and she had the eye on her forehead as natural dojutsu from birth. The Uchihas calmed down again, but that didn't stop their suspicions, so they kept close eye on Hinata. But Hinata was protected by Sasuke and Naruto at the same time, and so they grew even more. Time skip. Naruto was 18 years old, and so was Sasuke, and so were Hinata. Naruto and Hinata officially became a couple, and their parents even agreed to an arranged marriage between them. And so did Sakura, much to Sasuke's dismay, agreed to Sasuke dating her. And yeah, Sasuke didn't want to, but yep, he had to. After talking to Naruto and Hinata, he came to a conclusion that she loved him and showed him devotion. By her I mean Sakura. So he should give her a chance, and he did, and he was happy that he did now, because both of them were happily living as well, and they were going to marry soon. As their life was going on, Naruto traveled all throughout elemental nations. He met with other Jinchurikis, and they too had the same reaction with Naruto, and informed their Jinchurikis, and they informed their Kages, in which they feared that the White Dragon Emperor was born in Konohagakure, and so they vowed to themselves that they should never attack the White Dragon Emperor. And to clarify their doubts, they made Naruto use his wings, unknown to him and to anyone, during the missions by sending mercenaries to her children. And once he saw their power in Naruto's rage form, that almost obliterated the whole camp, which was similar to that of a big village full of bandits, deep 12 feet down into a crater, into nothingness. They were now confirmed that it was indeed the White Dragon Emperor that was reborn, and they were not going to go against their lord's wishes, and were going to do as he says, which was to leave aside their differences, put forgiveness in your hearts for others, not hatred, and join together as one. These were Naruto's words of wisdom. Now and then, and they did as they were told. They joined together in form of unity and togetherness. And once everything was looking up bright for Naruto and his wife, and all of the humans, as they were prospering, the seal broke finally, as the Dark Dragon Emperor roared, and his chakra waves were felt by everyone. As he said, "Finally, I've been waiting for this whole time. Now it is time that I put you to end, brother, because from what I can see, you still believe these humans way too much, and once again I put end to your life. You will see through the other side that how they turn against each other as they have done before." As Naruto appeared in front of the said Biju, or dragon, his eyes were complete blue, as dragon-like, as it transformed into dragon. Naruto was in not control. He had lost control once the dragon was freed. He was as his body was moving on its own. As the heavy voice came then out, "You will do no such thing as that, brother. Please, put aside your hatred now. Please, come live with us. Leave aside your differences. You know that you can do that and live with us as a family again. Please, I beg of you, don't make me do this. You don't think I want to do that? I want to be a family with you again, but you don't have to follow them. They don't need your protection. They should worship us. No, brother. We should follow mother's example. No, we should follow father's example. He was the one who told me that we should trample over them, while you followed mother's example to help them. Do you know what they did to mother? It was an accident, brother. No, it wasn't. Father was right. They couldn't be trusted. It was an accident. Mother was ill, and they were creating a barrier for themselves then, with wooden spiked trees. And mother fell when she was tired of carrying us. It was us who are the reason because of her death. We were ill, remember, brother? She fell down because she was flying for almost 10 years straight to find a cure for us without rest. I don't give a damn. Because of them, mother died. She was sleepy, that's all. Fine. If you don't want to reason with words, then I'll have to reason with you with my fist, as both of them clashed. The battle could be seen throughout all of the elemental nations. Every Uchiha was fascinated alongside the Yuga, who once knew Naruto, now see him in another light. Because he was their light, he was the White Dragon Emperor. As one of the civilians said, Lord White Dragon has returned. Kami praise him and bless us with his presence. May he win this battle. He has returned to rule over us and bring us together once again. As the civilians cheered from all of the villages, and the Kages prayed, Come on, Emperor-sama, Naruto, please, said Minato. Defeat him and come back home safe and sound, son, said Minato. For Minato, he still was his son, even if he was the White Dragon Emperor and he regained his powers. As all the Bijus also came out of the Jinchurikis, unknown to them, and rushed towards the battle. Brother, sister, we cannot let grandfather do this on his own. We have to battle besides him. As all of the Bijus charged the Biju Damas and attacked the Black Dragon Emperor. Who are you? Said the dragon. I sense chakra of the 10 tails within all of you, and some of the residual chakra of my son Haguruma. I see, so you are the beings that he created from the 10 tails, isn't it? Yes, grandfather. Grandfather. Wow, I feel kind of old now. Well, we're in a battle, grandfather. We can talk later, said Matatabe. I see. Well, you all have to tell me your names later on, but as for now, we will battle. But be safe, my childs. Hi, we will. As all of them charged as a family towards none other than the Dark Dragon Emperor. As then, Hinata also turned into glowing light, and then when the light died down, her robes became white with Tomos black on them. She had 2 horns and pale skin, and Tensegan as eyes, and her third eye was blazing open, as her hair also turned long and white. As she started to float, Hinata, where are you going? Please be quiet, mother. I am going where my husband resides and help him. As she left, as Hitomi was about to charge and stop her, but she stopped. No. What do you mean, no? Don't you see her? We have seen her in our paintings that our ancestor Hamura created. She is our ancestor, the one who brought the Byakugan into this world. She is Kaguya Otsutsuki, the wife of the White Dragon Emperor. As everyone gasped, you mean to say that Hinata? I see. As then Sasuke also glowed in dark red light. And then he was grown. He too had white robes with Tomos, as his Sharingan was morphed into an eternal Mangekyo. As he flared his Susanoo. Sasuke! No, father. It's Indra Otsutsuki, our ancestor. Yes, they all had the pics and as well as the details on their ancestors as well. They're not going to forget their ancestry. And then on the other side, Yumi also glowed, and she also turned into a woman with robes. And Tomos, he became Asura Otsutsuki, as she too had the truth-seeking orbs behind her as she too rushed towards the Dark Dragon Emperor. As all of them arrived, as she used the Buddha Jutsu, as well as Sasuke used the Susanoo, and Naruto in his dragon form, and all the Bijus, and Kaguya in her own form. All of them rushed and attacked the Dark Dragon Emperor and managed to defeat him once and for all. As he was laying there and Kaguya was about to deliver the final blow, Naruto stopped. "No, Hime, you're not going to do such thing. But honey, she was the one who took you away from me all those years ago, and yet you say we don't return the favor? No, I cannot. He's my brother after all." "You're still weak, brother," he said, as Naruto turned back into his human form and walked towards him and gave him a hug. "I trust you, brother. Please, let us end this. My morals have won against yours. We were never against each other's. Our morals were. Now let's put our differences aside and once again become family. Come live with us. Please." "As much as I wish, brother. I guess my time has come." "What? What do you mean?" "I'm going to end my life." "No, please. Please, brother. You cannot. You have a family here, brother. I had only you. Now that I have gained you back, I can only die in peace. I can see I have caused you enough troubles. Well, you always were the smart one and my big brother who always looked after me. Please clear after my mess this time, brother. That is my dying wish." And with that said, the Dark Dragon Emperor's body glowed, and he started to disappear into sparkling lights. And after a few minutes, it disappeared. That White Dragon Emperor wailed after transforming back into his dragon form, as the whole world started to shed tears because they too could feel his sadness. And once this was over, there was a funeral for the Dark Dragon Emperor once again, and everyone was then moved back to its own life. Naruto again had a son. This time he named him Boruto. He had blonde hair, blue eyes, and he had bright personality like his second mother, Kushina Uzumaki. He still considered them his parents and still acted like a child sometimes, and his new Naruto persona self as well. And he again became, after Itachi Uchiha, the 6th Hokage of the Konohagakure no Sato, and the Otsutsuki came down on earth and bowed before him as well. And they too joined Konohagakure, or the United Village of Elemental Nations, under Naruto's rule as well. They too became a clan of Konoha and resided there peacefully against humans under his rule. And so the world was once again under his peace and regime. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story off, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing out. Peace.